I am, in Search of Anthony Burgess, absolutely delighted to be able to announce that the campaign for an Anthony Burgess Suite at the Raffles Hotel in Singapore is well underway. Some influential people in Singapore have got on board and are helping to push forward the proposal. They are going to lend vigorous efforts for the cause of an Anthony Burgess Suite at the Raffles Hotel. Now, I have put it to our friends in Singapore. I said, chaps, look here, if for some reason, inexplicably, those who administer the Raffles Hotel opt against an Anthony Burgess Suite, then you should deliver this, which I think is the clinching argument. You must say this: look here, if they can give Noël Coward a Noël Coward Suite at the Oriental Hotel in Bangkok, then for goodness sake, can't we have an Anthony Burgess Suite at the Raffles Hotel? I think that's the clinching argument. But look, sometimes there is obduracy. If we meet it, then we must push forward. But I don't wish to be forward here. I don't want to jump the gun. But I think with the heavy hitters behind us in Singapore, I think I can confidently say that it's in the bag. And the question now is, which room should we choose for the Anthony Burgess Suite? Now, there is no, as far as I'm aware, I may be wrong here, there is no record of which hotel room Burgess and Lynne stayed in at the Raffles. Anthony Burgess wasn't there much of the time because he was out engaged in various nocturnal, amorous activities. Nevertheless, I would ask the people at the good people at the Raffles Hotel if they have records of people who have stayed there in 1954. The record may still be there and the room may still be there, and if that is so, then we want maximal authenticity, and so of course we'll have that room as the Anthony Burgess Suite. But if such records are not available, then we must choose another room. Now, I'm not suggesting for a moment that we eject Somerset Maugham from his Somerset Maugham suite here. There he is here. On the left there, that may be one of his catamites. I'm not sure. That may be his Geoffrey there on the left, but I'm not sure. No, we're not suggesting that the Somerset Maugham suite should be abandoned. No. But we're simply saying this: if Somerset Maugham is to have a suite, then for goodness sake, Anthony Burgess deserves a suite, for he is every bit as important a writer. Now, I'm not going to go down the road of fashionable literary circles of turning their noses up at W. Somerset Maugham. A prime example of that is that horrible, conceited critic, a man called Christopher Hitchens. He stated the W. Somerset Maugham's output was rot, and that Anthony Burgess's Earthly Powers was better than anything Maugham had written. That's going far too far, though I appreciate the fact that Hitchens is aware of Burgess's genius. All the same, that's going far too far. The problem with W. Somerset Maugham is he is perpetually unfashionable, and yet he was a superb storyteller, and it's ridiculous to try to deny that. And I think Anthony Burgess would have recognised that. I think he did point to Maugham's many good qualities. However, where Burgess differed from W. Somerset Maugham was that Burgess actually went to the effort of learning the language, and his work on the East is very much about the indigenous peoples as much as it concerns the Franks, or the foreigners, the Europeans in the country. This fault of W. Somerset Maugham is shared by Graham Greene, whose novel of Vietnam, I think it's called A Quiet American, shows absolutely no understanding of the Vietnamese people whatsoever. Graham Greene did not bother to learn Vietnamese language, preferring to rely on his schoolboy French. So I think Burgess was right in that respect, but all the same, Maugham is good, and I think we can have both. We can have a W. Somerset Maugham suite at the Raffles Hotel, and we can also, for goodness sake, have an Anthony Burgess suite. Now, plan B. Let's say that the managers of the Raffles Hotel deny our request. Let's say that they say, no, we shall not grant Anthony Burgess an Anthony Burgess suite. Then we will say this: would it be possible for an Anthony Burgess suite to be set aside in Bugis Street? Because it was in Bugis Street, in a filthy Hotel de Passe, rather scruffy short-time hotel, that he had his first sexual experience in the East. So perhaps we could set aside a filthy little room in Bugis Street as the Anthony Burgess suite. And in fact, in a way, I think that would be more fun. Or, and this is my ideal scenario, we have both. We have the Anthony Burgess suite at the Raffles Hotel, which conveys to all who stay there Burgess's worldliness and his cosmopolitanism and his transnational outlook and his elevation in many ways, his elevated intellect, critical faculties, his superb, wide-ranging, deep and wide knowledge and understanding of culture. That coexisting with the earthy side of Burgess, the filthy short-time hotel room where he rotted with a delectable Chinese lady of the night. So let's have both. And I want to take this opportunity to thank those in Singapore who have joined the campaign for an Anthony Burgess suite at the Raffles Hotel, and We wish them well. Let's hope our efforts succeed. And I hope that our next video here at In Search of Anthony Burgess will be an announcement of the success of our campaign and the unveiling of the Anthony Burgess Suite at the Raffles Hotel, Singapore.